Alright, ladies and genitals, I should have made this video a long time ago. This is about John Patrick Todryk, John P. Todryk, August 30th of 74 to April 28th, 2006. This kid was 6'8", about 365, 380 pounds, solid muscle. He was my henchman. Donnie Erickson actually knew him first, and I'm going to do a video about your little bitch ass too, Donnie, believe that. But right now, this one's about Mr. Dodrin. His actual name is Mr. Todryk, John Todryk. Now, as you guys know, I've been doing these memorial videos about my friends, or about ones that are living or currently, whatever. Well, Todryk, so Donnie gets captured by this roofing dude. And I go to the roofing dude to do a piece of normal mechanic business. And he's got Tony Hooven and Donnie Erickson taped up and hanging from the fucking roof. Excuse my French, these videos will never get monetized, I'm already knowing, so whatever. Who fucking cares? At least I could tell you guys the truth, roof. So Donnie and Tony Hooven, I guess, did some kind of business deal on the streets. Tried to steal it from this boy who was for real with my friend Todd, the tree service dude. That's all I'll say about that. And if there's any feds on the line, don't worry about getting Mr. Todd, because this was many years ago and the statute of limitations expired. Not only that, but little Donnie's monkey ass and Tony Hooven deserved it. Tony Hooven, rest in peace. I don't know if I'll do one about Hoovio, because even though he was a good little dude, he's not really worthy of a video. That'd be like doing a Kelly Fowl video. Just useless. Supposed to be my BFF and she's on some bullshit. So anyways, you guys, so Mr. Dodrin, there was this black dude that worked for his dad, and he worked for him for many years. Yeah, Dodrin, Mr. Dodrin, that was John Dodrin. He said, hey, how you doing, Leon? He said, oh, man, I was just running and jumping and kicking and screaming, kicking up the bobo, working, type shit. Mr. Dodrin. So, yeah. So, anyways, Todryk's family was well-to-do. They owned a lot of rental properties in Milwaukee, and he's got two brothers that I think should still be alive, Matt and Luke. I was cooler with Matt than I was with Luke, but Luke's good people, too. And they're all big, heavy hitters, like the rest of us. So, Todryk. So, I guess Johnny... Oh, well, let me go back. So, to the tree service. So, these dudes are taped up. So, they're like, Mike Z, gag, plastic, the whole nine. I'm like, dudes, come on, man. You don't need to have little Julio and little Donnie-O tied up to the friggin' roof over whatever, Why, you going to cover it? You got that? I said, hell no, I ain't covering nothing, man. I fix cars, I tow cars, I build bikes, and I live in Florida now in the country. And all this scrap back here is mine. That's what I do. And that's what I was doing then. I just had a big old piece of land and a big bunch of junk and made thousands. And all you dumb suckers who were like, oh, Mike, see, even Tony O'Block, oh, man, that was Jimbo's truck at his funeral. I bet you swindled that out of him. Yeah, I swindled because I had to swindle all you fucking freaks. No, I don't swindle, idiot. So anyways, what was I say? Anyways, it reminded me of Hef. Of Hefe. What's up, Hef? If you watch this video, shout outs to fucking King Hef. Hey, so I guess I said, look, man, you got to take Tony Hooven down right now. You got to drop him from the roof, period. That's it. I've had it. Take him down. So Todd's the tree service was like, all right, Mike Z, man, well, you owe me one, bro. Mr. Mills, Mike Black, Mike the Mac, motherfucking definitely back at the building. And he takes Hooven down. They unwrap Donnie's fucking jibs, and he's like, bro, Mike Z, come on, please. Bro. I said, no, dude, work it out. I know you got big money. You got all them hot rods, and you're always bragging about your gay little life. And when I say gay, folks, I'm not talking about people that are homosexuals and LBGTs, plus 3, plus 2, plus you, plus me. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about this dude being a freak. So I said, no, dude, you know what I'm saying? We had something right before that. Boy, I hate to say this, but I should. Let's just say he had these little dealy wops, and man, he was pouring them in a folded up dealy. And when he dumped them on there, the paper immediately failed and went right into a tub of brake fluid, which I don't know why he was operating above a tub of junk brake and tranny fluid, and then had the nerve to say I had to pay him for them. I was like, dude, I said, when I got here, I asked you, let me hold those and let me count stuff and la la la. No, would never let it touch my fingers at all. So that's all you, buddy. I ain't giving you a fucking cent. He grabs what the little things that are evaporating and dying inside the chemicals. He grabs them out and he runs in the house to wash them. And of course, you hit water on them. They are water soluble. So of course, they evaporated the rest of the way. No, suck ass, stupid ass Donnie. I'm not gonna. Hey, and Donnie, when you tell your dumb stories, tell everyone that story. He was trying to talk about something with something, man. I don't know. He's a dummy. Anyway, so Donnie was mad I didn't get him took down out the clouds, and I took Tony Hooven, and I took Tony right with me. You know, Tony never hesitated when he came to my shop to grab a broom. He never hesitated to start working on one of these vehicles, most of which are all now truckses and those are all junk out there. We got to scrap all those, and so far I got $785 for that, but I'm gonna make a lot more. Anyway, so he said, yeah, I got a friend. He's a pro football player. He was the Wisconsin Badgers the only 2 years they went to the Rose Bowl. Blah blah blah. I hung up on him. Fuck, I care about the Rose Bowl. I don't even like football. If I can't play, I'm not watching it. And I played E through A string, junior high, high school, all of that. So I literally should have been to the pros if my home life would have been better, let's say. So anyways, Todryk comes down to the shop. Hey, man, Mike Z with his big smile. I heard a lot about you, kid. That's how I always talk kid, even though I'm like 5 years older than him. And Donnie and them little pukes that I just mentioned, including Old Block. I always thought that nigga was my friend, but I guess he's not. Running his fucking mouth reckless at me. So, moral of the story is he comes down there, he's smiling, and right away he wanted to talk business. He said, man, I've been trying to get at you, blah, 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 for some years behind these guys, but they were like, no, Mike Z's a freak, he always carries a gun, he'll trip out, and blah, blah, blah. So apparently this kid was smart enough to not try to jump their heads and come messing with me, but this day, since Donnie, I guess, sent him to whoop me, which I don't know how you whoop me. If I got a gun in each hand, no one's whooping me. Not the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, or the Marines. And everybody knows I will stand in the street and bang it out. Because I'm not letting nobody bully me. I'm not a crash test dummy. Some of you might be. I'm not. If I'm somewhere and they have some lone shooter come in there, I'm going to dust his ass. I'll get him, take his guns, and I don't even need a gun on me, and I'll get him. So anyway, Mr. Dodrin, yeah, bro, and let's switch out numbers, bro, and I'd love to hang. And he's looking, I had 5-7 Harleys, I had 10 Jap bikes, these dirt bikes, that indoor shop at First Street. Everyone knows it. They've seen all the videos. Anyway, that's not the point. He's looking at all the cool shit. Then he sees my 59 drawer toolkit, and he's like, damn, bro, you're dead serious about your tools. Yes, sir, I am. So, there's another kitty sniffing around by my kitty. Get out of here, you. Mascara, hey, Thunder. Come here. Leave that kitty alone. He's going to try to make you have babies. Hey, he's going to try to make you have babies. I'm going to get mad about it. Oh, sorry, you guys. My kitty is being dumb, trying to get with probably one of her fathers. Because, cats have multiple sires. So, Mr. Dodrin. So, the next week, he comes down with this green Plymouth, and it was a Dukes of Hazzard car. It was literally used as a spare. Hi, Cookie. Come here. Yeah, kitty's gonna get you. Yeah, he's gonna try to make you have babies, and I don't want to have that. So Mr. Todryk brings a nice Plymouth Satellite looking ass car. Hey bro, what's up, man? Yeah, I got to get $2,000 for it. Now this was in about the year 1999 or 8, and I was getting anywhere from $8 to $14,000 for them kind of cars with the big block inside. He said, yeah, I got a really great deal. I'm just trying to put together a couple grand, bro. Can you help me out? Yes, Mr. Dodrin. I'll help you out. Here's $2,400. Then I get a call from his ma. Hey, it's Mrs. Todryk. My husband bought an experimental Kawasaki 1800cc 6-cylinder Jap bike. Can you pick it up for us? We don't have a truck. We have no trailers. We have no way to get it. I said, absolutely. She said, well, could you bring it back to your shop and get it running? Of course I can. Boom, I go to grab it. The guy there says, hey, Mr. Todryk, and that's T. Yeah, Mr. T. And their dad was something else, man. They used to make Todryk and Luke sit there and fight and box until one of them quit or cried or bled. T wasn't no joke, dude. And he was the last enforcer. Look, the Todryk's dad was the last enforcer for the last made mafia down in Milwaukee. That's a fact. So I knew Dominic Lampone, and then they knew everyone else, so they knew me and blah, blah, blah. So anyways, that's funny, boy. I used to have a whole different life, man. So anyways, fucking Todryk was like, hey, bro, yeah, just go on, man, have that. I'm like, what do you mean, have it? Yeah, bro, you can have that Cowie. I said, excuse me, like, I'm not trying to have it. Your mom had me get it. I don't want her to think I juked him. I don't want her to think you got some loot. And they were holding out on her. If she owns 110 rental properties, I got sinks and toilets to fix. Knock it off. Knock it off, you. I got, cars to build and bikes to grab. I said, no, I'm not juicing her. He said, no, not the juicer. I told her that if we give you this motorcycle, that you'll run around the city and pick up all the other stuff. Now, mind you, T was a multi-millionaire. They lived in River Hills. They called the Todryks the River Hillbillies. That's a fact. Like, if you were a local, you were from around, man, what, the River Hillbillies? I go up to his mansion. He had a field like this, and he's got Ferraris dying out there, like grass growing through the floorboards, trees, bushes. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, you got it. How much was that car? It was like $277,000 cash. All aluminum. Pure. And I say pure, not pure. Pure aluminum. Fucking aluminum frame, aluminum everything. Control arms, upper and lower stabilizers, everything. The frame, the body, everything. Holy fuck, T. Can I get that out of there? Nope. And he kept it till he died, and his kids had it. But I didn't ever get that one. But I got a lot of other goodies. Like, every time I seen Todryk's big smiling ass face, I got goodies for about the first year. After about the first year, he had this big gold chain, the one all you guys always see me wearing and talk about. Yeah, Mike had that 200-gram chain. Okay, so to be clear, that was never my chain. It was Todryk's. He'd come to my shop, and he would hawk it. Hey, bro, I really got to get $3,000, bro. And he'd throw it at me, and I go, ugh. It hit me in the chest. Thug, here, bro. Go ahead, rock it. I said, okay, bro, well, I got $1,800. I'm sorry, I can't give you $3,000. I got $1,800, bro. Whatever I had in my wallet, I'd give him. But, I ain't going to the bank. I ain't digging in the secret squirrel stash, none of that. So I give him whatever I had. I mean, sometimes he took as little as $600 for that chain. That was a $52,000 to $55,000 chain. I can't remember which, his mom said. So anyways, I bought it and sold it back to him no less than 100 times. No less than 100 times. Over the next 6 or 7 years, I bought that chain 12 times a year. Or I just straight rocked it. He'd be giving me money back, but then he'd ask for more money. So let's say he came last time, gave me the chain. He took $2,000. He's like, bro, you know what that chain's worth, bro. Come on, give me a couple more grand. All right, bro, here's a couple more grand. Now I'm 4Gs with you. Now, Todryk, know this. I ain't going a penny deeper. I'm not going one motherfucking red cent. Excuse my French. I'm not going one motherfucking red cent further into this shit than 4 racks. No, sir. You didn't clean me out. I could have bought 18 tow trucks and 12 junk cars per second. Yeah, bro, yeah. And I tease him, yeah. That's what you always say, yeah. It's like, guys. So anyways, Mr. Dodger, he did a mission one night in 2006. He goes to certain unnamed Italian folks downtown, takes one of their kids, punches out $75,000 worth of grill work, because when I tell you Todryk could punch someone, he'd give him a hip shot like this with his left hand, and you would fly over this truck, and you'd get aerodynamical in midair. You'd actually have a registratable drag coefficient if he popped you. And the funny thing was, I was the only one who could control that dude. Yeah, bro, you got to chill. Your mom's tripping out. And he'd be like, Mike, I'm sorry, this and that. Whatever. Now, I know what everyone, that my friends that know me from up north will say, oh, he only did that because of the money or because of the party favorites or whatever. No, I'm dead serious, too. So anyways, he does this mission, knocks this kid's grill out. As soon as this all goes down, he comes to my house. He's got 60,000. Pulls up his shirt. He's got bands of 10,000. Bop, bop, bop. 6 of them. Slams it down on my table with his big apple grin. Bro, yeehaw. I was like, wow, bro, you're going to give me 30 grand? Bro, because we're bros. We split everything, right? He said, hell no, I ain't giving you a penny more than 15. Okay, 15 is good. I could work with 15. I mean, thank you, bro. Get all up in your high voice. So yeah, bless me right off the rip. As soon as because he was gone in 12 minutes flat, and I wish I would have hanged with him, and I wish I would have thought, and I should say I wish I would have hung out with him properly. Anyways, you guys know me, you know how I get on my rambles. So I should have hung out with him, should have had a talk with him, and I should have asked some questions, where'd you get this, what'd you do, because I had no clue, and I didn't ask him, it ain't none of my business. Folks on here, I mind my own business. Everyone knows that. I don't give a rat's butt about nothing else except mine. If you're my friends and I love you and I got you, we're covered and you're covered and you can ask me for anything and you probably get it as long as you ask. Don't try to take or mistake my kindness for weakness. So Mr. Dodgen does his move, push the kid grill back, get the money, give me 15 racks, leaves out the house with 45 racks. I was like, well, I'm never going to see him for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Big dudes like that with big giant attitudes, and big appetites, yeah, I won't see you for a month. But it won't last you much longer than that. I figured 2 weeks to 4 weeks, and he'd be dry. Want a couple more grand for his necklace back. And, of course, when he slid me that 15, he took his necklace back, said thank you. Sure enough, a week later... Well, no, let me not skip. So, sure enough, I get a phone call that night from you-know-who. Joey, let's just call him. Joey calls me like, yeah, they're mad. Yeah, your friend. Right away, it's your friend. Well, what are you calling me for? I wasn't with my friend. Oh, no, dude, he says, yeah, Mike Z's my best friend. Okay, well, that's because he loves me, man, because certain kids just love this nigga here. Talking about myself. So, 15:35, I got some time. Sorry this was so long, you guys. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if you like what I do here. So anyways, man, Todryk, geez, you've seen his RIP sticker above my... And I have that today inside my tailgater above my freaking refrigerator. So I told Joey, you know what I'm saying? Nothing's going to happen to this kid. If it does, I'm going to be upset. So just know that, and I'll have to, do what I have to do. And he said, well, you know what? If we don't have 150... I said, 150? I understood that, I understood this was 20 racks or something like this. He said, no, it was 60. Or no, he lied. He told me it was 80. He lied, thinking maybe I didn't know. And he tried to call me right away to think maybe Todryk held out on me. So he was gauging the waters. No, he didn't held out on me. And he didn't have to give me a damn red cent. He could have just bought his necklace back and not give me no extra cream. And he only owed me $4,000. He didn't have to give me $11,000 extra. Who does that? So anyways... And those videos are on here, too, with me counting major chips majorly in a major way. Anyway, 5 days or so pass. I see him again. He hawks his necklace. I was like, bro, are you crazy? Like, what happened? You left out here with 44,000 plus. Well, I forgot the white Harley. So when he had 44,000 plus, he wanted this white police Harley that used to be Breeze's. What's up, Breeze? Shots out in Milwaukee. Let me make sure I got time. So it was Breeze's motorcycle, white Harley 81 FLH-P police special. So how much you want for the bike, Mike Z? I was like, shit, bro, I wanted 10 grand for it, but you can give me 8. So sure enough, Todryk takes his 45, peels off 8, pays for it. He didn't have to spend nothing on a chain because the 15 he gave me covered that, like I said, for the 4 and the 11 extra. So really, he could have told me, give me the Harley for the 11 extra, and that day I probably would have done it because I only had 3-4 grand, which is about 3 or 4 grand more than I got in my pocket right now. So anyway, Mr. Dodgin, 5 days later, I get a call that he's dead, that they found him in his mother's garden. And it was a little condominium in downtown Milwaukee where she operates her property ownership rental empire. But the thing is, if you guys own so many apartments, why was he always sleeping in my garage? If you guys are so rich, why was I always having to give him cars or buy his cars and buy all his shit that he couldn't keep because he had some habits and whatever. And I know those habits probably is what kept him from them people, but they should have done more to help him, is my point. And I wish I would have, too. I failed him as a friend, truly. Because that night he came with all that cash, I should have handcuffed him and chained him to the basement and threw some red meat raw down there and let him chill out for a week or two. Come back to his senses. But anyways, you guys, so that's the John Todryk story. You got any questions about him, say it below. If you guys knew Mr. Todryk, man, send him some love. Say a prayer for the boy. This is Mike Black, Mike the Mac, Mr. Mills, definitely back at the building. Dr. Mills to you, sucker.